So in this video I'm going to show you how to do the double crochet foundation stitch. So the double crochet or UK treble foundation stitch is the method where we make our stitch and the foundation chain all at the same time. So it avoids the task of making the foundation chain and trying to work one stitch into each chain, which a lot of people find quite tricky. So this is it's not particularly hard stitch, it just takes a little bit of practice to get it looking good. So here's an example of some I've already done. And as you can see, if I wanted to add more stitches, I can literally just keep going without having to have a chain to start with, because I build the chain as I go. So I'm just going to cut that off so that I can start again and show you how to do it. So you're going to start with a slip knot loop on your hook. And we're going to start with a chain 3. So don't make this too tight. And this chain 3 is going to count as your first double crochet or UK treble. The first, you're going to now make the second stitch. You're going to yarn over and you're going to find the back loop of this first chain, so the one directly above the knot, and you're also going to pick up the back ridge of the chain, which is just sitting just behind it, just behind that back loop. Then you're going to pull up a loop through that first chain. So now you should have 3 loops on your hook, and you should have your chain 3 literally horizontal with your hook sort of slung underneath it. Next up, you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through the first loop only. So that is making a chain 1, so we're chaining off the first loop. Next up, you are going to finish off making the stitch as you normally would. So you would yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over, draw off 2. So that's our second, technically our second double crochet foundation stitch that we have made, but it's the first proper stitch because we've got a chain 3 pretending to be a stitch. So the first thing to notice about this is that normally we crochet this way up with stitches vertically, but for a foundation stitch we are crocheting horizontally, and we're going to be stacking all our stitches on top of here, and then when we finish we turn it round and we will be ready to work into the top edge of the stitches to continue our whatever pattern you happen to be doing. So for the purpose of this technique, you will always be holding your stitches horizontal like this. So first thing is to start the first step of the stitch, which is a yarn over. Second step is to connect the bottom, this new stitch you're going to make, to the base of the previous stitch you made. And you're going to go into the chain 1 you made, which if you see it's facing us, the chain is facing us. The right hand loop has got a stitch in it and the left hand loop is empty. Okay, so we are going to keep your yarn over, you're going to go into that left hand loop, but you're also going to just find the back ridge of that same chain, and you're going to grab the yarn and you're going to pull it through, and that is us connecting the base of this new stitch to the base of the previous stitch. So the trick here is keep everything horizontal, and this loop you've just pulled up, it needs to be level with this loop. So we don't want it pulled really tight like this. So can you see how that's at an angle, angling down? We need it up like that, otherwise your gauge of this, the built-in chain, will be different to the top of your stitches. Next up, you are going to make the base of your stitch. So you're going to yarn over and go through the first loop only. So that is us forming the chain for the bottom of this stitch. So if you turn it up this way, that was us actually making a foundation chain. So I like to pinch that chain once I've made it as I get a rhythm going, because then it's easier for me to find that next time to connect my next stitch to. But you don't have to do that if you don't like to. Now I'm going to finish off this stitch. So yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over, draw off 2. So just sort it all out, and you can see there that we have now got our chain 3 counting as 1, and then 2 double crochets stacked on top of each other. If we turn it the right way up, that we'll be crocheting back into when we make row 2, you can see that you know, it looks like you just did 3 chains and then double crocheted into each chain. Let's make some more, and I'll go a little bit quicker this time. So yarn over, connect to the base of the previous chain. So that's our connection. Level up the connection. Yarn over, chain off the first loop, and now we can yarn over, draw off 2 and yarn over, draw off 2 to finish off the stitch. Start the stitch, connect the stitch, make the integrated foundation chain, finish off the stitch. So this same principle is applicable to any stitch that you turn into a foundation stitch. Yarn over, find that chain you made, go into the left loop and the back ridge, pull up a loop, level off because that's our connection and it needs to be the same height, yarn over, draw off 1, i.e. chain off the first loop, yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over. So you should be able to start to see more easily if you follow this along. Most of the time people are trying to connect, they're not connecting in the chain there, where it might be pulling up a little bit like this and they're not dead horizontal. People are picking up a little bit of the double crochet rather than that integrated chain 1 that you made. You can see the chain 1, you can see the left loop, and the right loop has got a stitch in it. So we go left loop, find the back ridge, connect by pulling up a loop, and you've got 3, level everything off, chain 1 to make our integrated foundation chain, yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over, draw off 2. So if we actually have a look at the bottom of this now, where we've gone into the left loop and the back ridge of this foundation chain, what it's done is it's pinched those 2 together and made them look just like normal stitches. So if you ever came to add anything to this, or add some extra stitches, or add a trim or something like that, it's lovely to work into, because you just treat it exactly like a normal stitch, even though that is actually the left loop and the back ridge of a chain that have been squashed together. And you can see this side tends to be a little bit looser usually, and I'll show you what a very common thing I see in class. I'll show you a very common problem. This loop not pulled up enough, this chain too small. Make the rest of the stitch. Yarn over, go into that foundation chain. So I'm just showing you the most common problems I've seen. Pull up a loop, not been pulled up enough, chain 1, chain is too tight, yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over, draw off 2. So I'm going to do a couple more. And the more you don't make this integrated foundation chain the right size, the harder it gets to make it. So can you see how this is starting to what I call banana? And it's because the gauge of your integrated chain, foundation chain, is not matching the top of your stitch. And in fact, the smaller you make this, the bigger you make this, because your live loop is stretching as you try and make the stitch. So you can see these are big and loopy, those are small and tight, and that's what is causing a curve. And as explained before, the way to avoid that is yarn over. When you do your connection by pulling up a loop, make sure your stitches are horizontal and make sure that has been pulled up long. And when you make your chain, you're not pulling everything tight, you're leaving it in a relatively relaxed state. And as I said, I like to actually pinch the chain as I finish off the stitch, because then when I yarn over, I can find that chain really easily. That's the other problem I notice in class, is people struggle to find that chain. So I make the chain, I pinch it, yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over, find that chain that I was pinching, the left loop, the back ridge, pull up a loop, level, chain 1, pinch the chain, yarn over, draw off 2, yarn over, draw off 2. So there you go. That is extremely useful double crochet foundation stitch, and as long as you remember the principles, that you are stacking the stitches horizontally, that you're always connecting the base of the stitch to the base of the previous stitch, and that you're making a chain 1 to act as your integral foundation chain before you finish the stitch like you normally would. So anyway, I hope you found that useful, and of course if you did, please do leave a comment, like, and possibly also subscribe. That would be wonderful, and it also helps me to encourage me to keep making more free crochet content for you.